ladies, it's Sadie here again. I have a really fun topic to go over with you guys now that I'm so excited to present to you, and that is parties. So I know we've kind of talked a little bit about launch parties if you've watched that video already, but I wanted to touch a little bit more on in-home parties and Facebook parties for once you've been signed up as a distributor for a little while. Now, as a new distributor, doing parties right off the bat is such a good habit to get into because they are such a high sales event. You will make a lot of sales at parties, but also as a seasoned distributor who may be kind of in a rut and maybe has lost the significant amount of sales they were bringing in, this is a really good thing to start trying. Maybe start trying some Facebook parties, in-home parties, and see if it can generate a little bit more interest and income for you. So I hope that this video is helpful for you guys. The thing I want to go over is why have a party? The first thing I always say is that parties can be such high in sales, like high sales volume. And that to me is so important because we're doing this to make money. So for example, most parties can generate about $500 in sales. Some will be less and some will be more, but typically they're about $500. So if you did 4 parties in a month, that is $2,000 in sales in a month. And if you're ordering correctly, you're getting a 50% commission off of that, which if you're doing $2,000 in sales in the month, you're pocketing $1,000 in commission just from parties, just from having 4 parties a month. So that's huge, you guys. You can ramp up your income so high just by doing this. The other thing is if you continue a cycle with your parties, so say every single party you do, you set a goal to book a party with someone else, one of their friends or family members. If you continue that, you're putting yourself in a cycle that never ends. Your calendar will continue to be booked up with parties, and you will consistently have cash flow coming into your pocket, which is huge. That means that you're having stability with this job. So parties are huge for that as well. A lot of people need a little bit of enticement to do parties. I think that parties were a really big thing a couple years ago and we're trying to bring them back. So anything to entice people to do parties is great. The company has set up a Hostess Rewards program, which I think is incredible. And so I wanted to go through that with you guys and kind of go over what we can offer our hostesses. This is in the beauty book on page 38 if you ever want to refer back to it to have the numbers. I'm just going to go over what the Hostess Reward Program is and what you can offer your hostesses. So if someone wants to schedule a party with you, you let them know that they can get a discount. So if someone's been wanting to order from you and hasn't had the money, or if you know that they have a lot of friends and family that would be interested in this, this is a great option. And let them know that they will get a discount on their own orders based on how many sales they have at their party. So if their party generates $100 to $300 in sales, that hostess is going to get a 10% discount on her own order. $301 to $600 is a 20% discount, and $601 and higher is a 30% discount. So that hostess, if they're generating a lot of sales, can earn a 30% discount for herself. But you're also letting her know that for each person that books a party that night at her party, she gets an additional 5% off. So if you're kind of maybe having a hostess coaching session with her before the party and saying, hey girl, for each person that you talk to that hosts or books a party with me tonight, you're gonna get 5% more off. So if you could be talking to your friends and family about how much fun this is and telling them they should do one, then you're just gonna get, more product from me tonight. So, help me out a little bit tonight and that would be amazing. So they can, again, 5% per person that books a party that night. So they can earn up to 50% off, which is essentially the discount we receive. So I think that that is amazing. There are a couple different ways you can do parties. You can obviously do in-home parties, or you can do Facebook parties. The Facebook parties are really good for people who are long distance that want to support you or want the product at a discounted rate or just have a lot of friends and family who would be interested. Those are great for those girls that are long distance or maybe can't do an in-home party. Maybe they're not able to have people over to their home or things like that. So there's 2 different options there. And there's a couple other things that you can add as incentives to help reel them in to do a party, and this can be used for either Facebook or in-home. Again, the Hostess Rewards are the same for in-home and Facebook parties. But you can also offer door prizes. That probably wouldn't work as well for Facebook parties, but for the door prizes, you can say for the first 5 people that show up to my party, you'll receive a door prize. And you can either give them nail polish, champagne glasses, mugs, whatever you want to give them. It's just a cute little gift to help make them want to come and be on time. You can also do drawings that helps entice people, and you can do these for the Facebook party and just say, anybody who spends $75 or more will be entered into a drawing for a free color. That helps them entices them to want to participate as well as purchase. And then the last thing you can do is do like a booking basket. And you just get a basket full of prizes. So you can get whatever you want to put in there, just fun little things that people will like. You can go to the Target dollar section and get cute little pads of paper and pens to put in there. But what you're gonna do is for each person at that party that books a party in the future with you that night, she gets to pick a prize from the booking basket. So now the people, the attendees of the party are more enticed to book a party themselves for the rewards and for the booking basket. So that's a little bit about the parties, and now I'm gonna break them up individually and talk a little bit about in-home parties and then Facebook parties. For in-home parties, the magic number is usually about 7 to 10 girls. I think a lot of girls think that they need to invite like 30 women. That's just gonna get overwhelming for you as a distributor, and you also won't be able to give that personal interaction with people, which usually is what leads to sales. So keeping about 7 to 10 girls is perfect. If you have more than that, you would need another distributor's help or a family member's help, and it's not as personal. The other thing is you want to make sure you have demo colors. It's really important to have at least a couple colors on hand at a party. You can either have just a couple, or you can do like one of every tonal family, like a red, pink, purple. And then as people come to try colors on, just let them know, hey, I might not have the exact color you want to try on, but just try this similar color on, see how you like the product, and we can custom order the color you want later. So having demo colors is key at a party. They have to be able to try the product. The other thing that's important is stock. I 100% can tell you, if you're doing a party, stock is gonna sell better. If you have the product on hand and the women can take it home that night, they are more apt to buy from you. So if you can place a 300 or 750 PV order and have some stock on hand, you are going to sell more. Not everyone can do that, and that is okay. You can take customer orders through the night, just track everything on order forms, and at the end of the party, place an order, and that's just as fine as well. I can just tell you by example or by experience that the stock will sell better. Now, for a needs list, I have already kind of gone over that. The needs list for parties, if you go to the Files tab of this group page, the Sadie's Ladies page, go to the Files and go to the New Distributor packet. If you print that out, some of the needs lists are within that packet. There's a needs list for parties and events, so I'd print that out, and that's what you need to have at your party. It has like cotton balls, witch hazel, applicator sticks, everything you're gonna need to be successful. Then I'm gonna show you guys like a quick little mock setup. This isn't exactly how I would have a party set up, and I'll explain that in a minute. I'm not gonna show that just yet, but I did kind of set up a little bit of how you would want it to look and what you would need to bring. But before we get into that, I'm just gonna go over the flow of the party. So when your guests get to the house, you are going to just let them mingle for about 5 minutes, let them talk, get to say hi to each other. Then you're gonna have everyone sit down so that you don't have to repeat information so many times. That's why I don't like to do open house style. So you're gonna do a quick, I always say 5 to 7 minutes, but it's more like 7 to 10 minutes presentation going through the beauty book. So you're telling them a history on the company, you're going over the products we have to offer, the possibility of parties or joining the team. So you're going over that information with them. Then you're gonna do a quick application demo. So you're not wearing lip scents to the party. So you're able to show them step by step how to apply the lip scents so that you don't have to explain yourself again 10 times throughout the night. Now what's going to happen is all the women are going to be able to go where you have the color charts set up, and you will have index cards with a pen there. And what you're telling them to do is get an index card and write their top 3 to 5 color choices on that card. And when they're done, they're going to come to you and you're going to swatch those colors in order on their hand. And from there, they're just gonna pick one color that they wanna try. I never let girls choose more than one color to try on. It's a hassle, and I just don't like to deal with it. So I kind of announce at the beginning of a party that they can only try one color on. So they'll pick one color here, and then I'm gonna help them put it on. I'm watching them step by step. I'm correcting any errors they make, and you're just going through the party and doing this. If you have help from another distributor or family member, it will go a lot smoother because you will have help of, helping other girls at once. Now at the end of that, they've all tried on colors, they're sitting there mingling, have them try the food and the drinks and show them that it doesn't come off. But after that, you're just closing up the party. So you're taking their orders, you're taking payment. If you have stock, you're just packaging up their orders for them. You may be talking to someone about other products we have to offer. You may be talking to someone about booking a party or signing up as a distributor. So at this point, you're just kind of closing up the party, and then you're done with the party. So that's essentially the flow. And so what we're gonna do is go over the setup. But again, I normally would not have it set up exactly like this. I just wanted to give you guys a quick visual of some of the things you may need. So we're gonna go ahead and go over to our mock setup. So some of the things that are crucial to have, as you'll see here, are the color chart boards. Now, I normally would not have these on the table where I'm having the girls try on colors. I would have these on their counter or on a separate table, on their coffee table, so they're away from where the girls are trying on colors so that they have more space to find what they want. So I'd have the color charts out, and if you don't know how to create those, you can go to my YouTube page and find my new distributor information video, and in that video it goes over how to create these charts. Now you'll also want to have your demo colors like we talked about. My demo colors are in these little lipstick holders. If you go to Amazon.com, you can find lipstick holders, and I believe they're about $6 a piece. I recommend having those, or you can just have little buckets from Target's dollar section, whatever works for you. But as you can see, I also have the little cards, which would be next to the boards with a pen. Now you're gonna have a separate application table. So it's probably gonna be at the hostess's kitchen table. And I normally have 4 to 6 mirrors set out. So I'd have one on each corner of the table. Now with each mirror, I would have a painter's palette. I would have a little dish with applicator sticks and some glossy gloss samples. Now each girl can sit at a chair, and what I'm doing is I'm helping her apply that color. So you're gonna make sure you have cotton balls out and witch hazel. You can have it in whatever container you want. We're gonna have them cleanse their lips, and then when I'm having them try their colors, I use these painter's palettes. And what I do is I shake up the color, and then I actually take the wand and get a good amount of product, and I just swivel the color out into this painter's palette, so you get a nice little pool of color there. And now what can happen is I can give this to my customer, and she can use this little pool of color to try on the color multiple times, because they have to do the 3 layers. That makes it so you don't have to use a new applicator per layer that she tries on. You're just letting her use this product. It helps save you product, it helps save you applicators, it helps save you time. So that's why I have these, and that's how I use them. So that's essentially how the party would be set up. I know that that's kind of a small mock-up, but now we'll come back over here and kind of finish up the in-home parties. So again, their kitchen table is usually where I'm having them try colors. And like I said, they each have their own little station with their mirror, applicators, things like that. Again, you're gonna have your own little color section, like on their counter with their color charts where they can pick them. So that is essentially how you would set it up. That's everything you would need. I would also order beauty books from the ordering cart on the back office. You can get 20 beauty books for $10. I would have a beauty book at each chair so that when you're going through your 7 to 10 minute presentation, they have the beauty book to follow along with, and I also let them take that home so that in the future they can order more products or read more about hosting parties or becoming a distributor. So that's how the in-home parties go. Facebook parties are a little bit different, and the Facebook parties have a little bit developed over time into something a little better from when I started. So if you guys want to see something really, really amazing, if you go to the Sadie's Ladies page and you go to the search button and you type in mock party, if you scroll down a little bit, you will see a link to Crystal's mock lip sense party. If you join that group, you have to be accepted into the group, but we'll accept you. She has essentially done a Facebook party and left it up for you guys, for you all to see how to run a Facebook party. She's given instructions on there. She's shown the graphics that she attaches. So it's an amazing place for you to all go and learn how to do a Facebook party. I would highly suggest going and watching that video. You will learn so much. But essentially with a Facebook party, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go onto Facebook and create a group. Now you're not adding people to the group yet. You're going to set up and load the group first. I would put the hostess in there with you, but I'm loading the graphics that I want in there. I'm loading any information that I want so that when you go to add all the members, it's already in there so that they can already go and see all the graphics and see all the posts and see all the information, which I think is brilliant. So you'll get it all set up. Tell your hostess, okay girl, we're ready to go. You can invite all your members. She'll add all the members in and then your party's ready to go. Now what normally happens is the Facebook parties usually go about 2 days. So you're just going over information and you're posting things. You're teaching them what LipSense is, how it works. And again, if you go to Crystal's mock party, you can see those posts that she has and they're amazing. Now, the funnest part of the Facebook party is the live party. I would always go live and typically for about an hour. During this live party, you're showing them actual color swatches, you're showing how to apply the color, you're showing how it works, you're showing them how to remove it. You're essentially just going over all the information, answering questions. You can play a little game here or there. But a really, really amazing thing that you can do to get more followers or viewers is as you're doing this live Facebook party, you can do a giveaway. Make sure your page is public, or your group is public, and what you're gonna do is say, for anybody that's participating in my Facebook live party, please share this live video onto your timeline, and for every person that shares the video, they'll be entered into a drawing to win a free color. So, and then say, once you've shared the video, come back here and type shared, and I'll enter you into the drawing. That way, all of the people that are participating in the party are posting that publicly on their timeline, and you're opening it up to a whole new group of women, and you may have all these other girls join the party and potentially make a way bigger amount of sales. So that's really, really neat as well. So just the biggest piece of advice I can give you is to go watch that mock party on Crystal's thing. If you just go to the search button again, type mock party, you'll find the link, and that will go over everything you need to know. Now, with these parties, they are so amazing to, like I said, to continue drive more business for you, more team members. So it's so important that we're doing these. And with each party, I always have 3 goals. I always set myself a sales goal. And so I kind of determine how much money I need to make in that night, and I set it as a goal. I figure out if I want to have new recruits, like maybe 1 or 2 new recruits at each party. And I also set a booking goal. So I say I want to make sure tonight that I have at least 1 person book a party with me. By setting those goals, it gives you something to work towards so that you're constantly trying to grow your business, build your team, fill your calendar with parties. And like I said, these parties are going to be what generates so much income for you, because again, they can become a cycle and you can have one every weekend. And again, they can be anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 up in revenue, depending on how often you're doing them and how successful they are. So I really hope that you, as new team members, jump in and join the fun with parties. Don't be scared. I know they're a little intimidating the day that you're going to set them up, but I promise you they're so much fun once you're there. And how fun is it that that's our job? We just get to go and play with makeup and make money. Like, that's so cool. Also, Facebook parties are so easy. You can make money from your couch. So just try them. I promise you they're not scary. They're gonna make you lots of money, and you guys will love them. So I hope that this is helpful, and I hope you guys get out of your comfort zone. And even those of you in those ruts, jump out and start doing parties, and I promise you it will revamp yourselves. All right, ladies, we'll see you later.